The average student's day starts with getting out of bed at around 6 a.m. We then clean and clothe ourselves while preparing our backpacks for the school day.
Much of the younger student body travels to school through the school bus system or gets dropped off by the parents, while older students prefer to drive to school themselves.
When we get to school, we proceed to class or operate within our cliques before the warning bell sounds at 7:15, warning us to go to class.
Every student at some point will go through a gym class. Gym classes are different than ordinary classes as students dress in lighter clothing and participate in activities and games such as basketball, dodgeball, kickball, wiffle ball, and more.
Students will often have to use the restroom to relieve themselves of their bodily fluids.
About halfway through the day, students are given the time to replenish and nourish themselves with food that the school provides. They eat in the cafeteria and are able to take about 20 minutes to eat and socialize with their friends.
That was beautiful. Classes a day in assigned classrooms. The students sit down at their assigned seats and take out the necessary supplies to learn, such as writing utensils and notebooks. Alright. The native Stendids start their day arising from a big rectangular sleeping cushion known as a deb at the early hour of 6 a.m. To go to Asan Ge Lux Tuos, or Lux for short, most Stendids travel in a large yellow metal tube known as a sub, and many older members travel in their own metal boxes known as racks. Once they get to this big building known as a Lux, they are given time to make their way into assigned rooms in a neat manner to learn from their elders. Every student must complete a midge slack, an interesting concept that involves a group of Stendids running around and playing all sorts of games. They must do this for 2 years in addition to Thlay slack, where they learn about their bodies. Throughout their day, Stendids will enter rooms filled with contraptions known as telliots, which dispense of their waste. In the middle of the day, Stendids are given time to sit down and socialize with their peers to nourish themselves in an oasis known as the Eridafak, where they can eat their food. Between each slack, the native Stendids are given 8 minutes to travel throughout the Lux. The Stendids often travel with their peers or hang out in the Isalas. When they enter each slack, they sit down at seats that are assigned to them and take tools out of their cab to write in. They write with wooden sticks known as licknips on thin pieces of white paper.